Today, the role of Keith Timmons is being played by Robin Strand.
Where's the fire?
I'm late.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Do you think this goes with this?
No. Don't you want breakfast?
That's what I'm late for. With the Deputy Attorney General.
Well, what does he want to talk to you for?
What do you think, huh?
Well, Keith.
Huh?
How much trouble are you in?
Oh, geez, thanks for the vote of confidence. Listen, do you think I can get away without shaving?
No. Yeah. Huh? Probably got more hair on your feet than you do your face.
You know what? I think they've got some really big plans for me, okay? I mean, why else would he be coming down from Sacramento? It sure wouldn't be to fire me, no, sirree. This is election year, you know. Mm-hmm.
You get those little campaign fantasies running around in your brain again, don't you?
Not necessarily. They may be tapping me for the state Supreme Court.
How much do they make?
Oh, that's my little pumpkin. Where are my shoes?
As I recall, they're in the kitchen. You know, I wouldn't mind having some rich VIPs at our wedding. Power brokers. I used to know all those kind of people. Those are my friends.
Yeah, well, they used to be, what's his name? CC's friends. And now they're gonna be my friends. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I get a feeling that they're grooming me for something important.
I think you should try grooming your hair.
Oh. You're proud of me, aren't you?
Good luck, sweetheart.
There, okay. Okay.
Go get him.
The noon bus was canceled.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently, the driver had something better to do.
Well, you hill people really don't stand much on formality, do you?
Hill people?
Well, I see hills. Apparently, there are people living in them. Well, what are your neighbors called around Possum Run?
West Virginians.
West Virginia. I'm sorry. Hey, why don't, could your brother come pick us up? Maybe if you could call him.
He doesn't have a phone, or at least he didn't last time when I was around.
Well, that's okay. I mean, it's not like he's expecting us or anything, I guess.
It's amazing to me that he's still around.
What's amazing to me is that you had to be told that. I mean, Кейн, if we hadn't run into that guy at the gas station, we never would have known that he was even living.
Well, that's the way it is.
Oh, I guess so.
I'll tell you what.
What?
For the second farm right over that hill, we'll just walk there. It's 2 or 3 miles. It shouldn't take that long. Can you make it?
Well, of course I can make it, but I think that there's going to be a storm here.
No. We'll beat it. Trust me. I know these guys.
Oh, all right.
I have to go to a meeting.
It's about that volunteer who was interviewed yesterday, Victoria Lane. Apparently, she was told by the hospital that there were no more openings. Now, I kind of find that hard to believe.
Dr. Clark, you have enough to worry about, or so you often remind me. Let volunteer services take care of their own.
Victoria happens to be my friend. I don't think it's inappropriate for me to be interested.
A little starstruck, are we?
When I can't find a nurse because she's off passing out magazines or running other little errands for the patients, that concerns me. Now, I spoke with the head of volunteer services, and she seemed a little embarrassed. She couldn't tell me much. Is that because the decision came from you?
Scott, you can't be expected to see things the way a hospital administrator does, and that's as it should be. But it's patently unwise to give a drug addict so recently out of treatment free rein here in the hospital.
Well, I doubt they're going to give her the key to the pharmacy. Come on.
Security can be breached. What about our liability if something should happen to one of the patients or to their medication?
The woman is a shining success story. She went through rehab at our clinic. Now, if it's your personal belief that rehab doesn't work, then we shouldn't be in the business, should we?
But are you aware that she had herself discharged early against medical advice?
They thought she wasn't ready. It turned out she was. Now, she wants to make a contribution here at the hospital, and I think that we should stand behind her. Besides, it could only look good for us if we do.
Why? Because she's a celebrity?
No. Because if you keep laying off personnel and crying broke to the trustees, how good is it going to look when they find out that you've been turning away volunteers?
You've made your point, Doctor. I have to go.
Do you mind?
What?
Well, you've had your look at me. Your mission's accomplished unless you want to check my pulse. I'd like a little privacy in my bedroom, such as it is.
All right.
That knowing look makes me see red.
It's not so much the look you mind, it's the knowing.
Oh, and what do you know, Julia?
A lot. When it comes to you, and that doesn't sit very easy with you, does it?
Like what?
Like why you stayed here last night.
It saves all that bother of showering and shaving and driving to the office.
Not to mention that if you had slept at the hotel, I wouldn't have walked in and found you, would I?
Oh, now there's a subject we can sink our teeth into, devious little me. Well, tell me, Doctor, do you think this destructive behavior was due to my toilet training?
I think that there is something that you want from me, and you will do anything to get it.
Like what? Sexual favors? Oh, no, that's more easily gotten elsewhere and a good deal more cost-effective. How about sympathy? Now, there's a commodity that's in short supply.
I think you want me to prove to you that I don't love you enough to put up with you.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know, Mason. I don't know. Maybe so you won't drive yourself crazy wondering. And the sad thing is you can probably make that happen. You can probably find the one thing that I won't put up with, whatever it is. Maybe you think it's raising my daughter with a drunk in the house. And maybe you're right.
What do you mean, the one thing you won't put up with? I've yet to find the one thing that will make you happy, and shut up. You know, if you weren't so fascinated with my character flaws, you wouldn't be so completely in the dark about your own. You tell me that your sole ambition in life is to march down the aisle wearing a lacy white dress and proclaim in front of God and man that we're joined together at the hip for all eternity, or at least until you get fed up with me again. Fine. So I ask you to marry me. How long did that keep a smile on your face?
Because you have spared no effort to remind me every minute that you are doing this against your will. I wanted a husband, not a human sacrifice. I'm not going to force you to do something that you said that you wanted to do. Why, that would be stupid of me to even try. And apparently, I'm no longer allowed to remind you of things that you said before or hold you to your word, because your word could change without warning. And if I am foolhardy enough to notice, well, then that makes me a nag. Fine. I can wait. There is a switch somewhere inside you that turns this side of you off and on. You can find it. You have done it before. But don't stand there and pretend that you don't know how to make me happy. I can only be suckered in so far.
What? What? Good Lord. The Deputy Attorney General for the state of California is on his way down the hall. Don't you even want to know why? I do.
Why what?
Well,
Wainwright. Whoa.
Mr. Hastings.
Yes.
I'm Mason Capwell. I believe we met when I was with the DA's office in Santa Barbara. Sorry, I was all night working on a case. Miss Wainwright.
Yes, I was hoping I'd be able to talk a little while with Miss Wainwright. You're not too busy.
Actually, this happens to be Mr. Capwell's office. If you'd like, we could go down the hall.
No. You guys stay here. I have some research to take care of. So feel free, as long as you want.
I know these guys, huh?
All right. I found us the cave, didn't I?
Hey. You know, if it's not that much further, I couldn't get any wetter than this. Why don't we just keep walking, huh?
No. I don't want the bags to get any more soaked than they already are. We can just stay in here and dry off.
I don't think there are any bears out here, do you?
Oh, sure. There's bears and lions and tigers and...
Oh, come on, this
elephants.
isn't funny.
No, there's no bears. There's too much traffic around here. People use this cave. As a matter of fact, Caleb and I used to come here. My brother.
Yeah?
We come here to hide out. I think we scratched our initials back in the rocks back here.
Yeah, but be careful. What is it? Watch out. What is it?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just some kindling. I think somebody had a fire. This is great. This is great. We'll make ourselves a little fire. Hey, you got any paper?
No, well, there's a map.
Hell, give me the map.
Well, I'm not going to give you the map. It's not on fire.
Yeah. Come on. I was raised around here. We don't need a map.
Kane, I was raised in D.C., and I still get lost.
Well, that's in the city. That's D.C. Streets and buildings change, but this never changes around here.
All right. You're sure?
Yeah. We've got to get the fire burning real hot because we've got to burn some wet wood.
Well, it's not like we're setting up housekeeping here, are we?
Well, we could. Here we go.
What, here in a cave?
Yeah, well, people have done it. Come on. Yeah. Sure, people are all over these mountains because they don't have any place to go. They don't have anywhere to live, no means of income, so they make do however they can. You know, you can see them at night, or you can hear them. They even creep into your yard and like steal a chicken or a pig, or you know, and then they steal away.
Well, don't the people who own the chickens and the pigs complain about these people?
No, because they belong. They're part of the area. There was this farm that was near us, down by the well, you wouldn't know.
No.
But anyway, it was near where we lived, and this farm burned down. And they had this whole family. They had 3 kids. We went to school with them. There were 2 girls and a boy, and they all died. And even the parents. But well, everybody thought the parents. But apparently one of them survived because the hunters started reporting that they'd seen the mother wandering aimlessly in the woods, calling for her children. Where are my children? Really? People couldn't tell whether she'd gone mad or whether she was a ghost.
Well, did you ever see her?
Well, I heard her once.
Where?
Well, it was a long time ago.
No, where?
Here. Hey, my brother.
You know, the countryside here is beautiful. It really is. Too bad we don't have room service.
You want room service?
Cave service.
No, we'll get you room service. We'll get you a little room service here.
What are you doing? Watch out.
Just bear with me for a while I relive my childhood a little bit. I should do it.
Do what?
I'm gonna go get us some food.
Wait,
you stay here and watch the fire.
Leaving.
No, just make sure the fire does not burn out.
Well, what do I feed you?
Well, there's kindling all over the floor.
No, Kane!
I'll be right back!
Well, you're just gonna have to make other arrangements. Call the VNA. Yes, that's right, the visiting nurses. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm looking for a piece of paper. I was gonna write you a note.
No, that's not a good idea. Only the nurse is supposed to be behind there.
Oh.
Yes, I'm listening to you. And yes, I did suggest a lumbar puncture, but she doesn't want it. I can't keep her here at the hospital and tie her down to take a test she doesn't want. No, don't go. I can talk. No, not to you. I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. I'm like hearing in both ears right now. Look. She's not our responsibility. She's your responsibility. Now, I'm going to be releasing her here today at noon, and somebody better be here to pick her up. Thank you. Bye.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have bothered you.
I shouldn't have to take calls like that. Well, you wanted to say something? Or?
Oh, yeah. No. Well, I was going to be here anyway. You see, the hospital called me today, and they said that a volunteer position opened, and I'm starting today.
Good, good.
Yeah.
That's great. Congratulations.
Well, I wanted to thank you.
What for?
Whatever. I'll see you around, okay?
Julia, how wedded are you to Smith, Caulfield, McKenna? How do things stand here? How much do you have in the works?
A few cases, of course, but nothing someone else couldn't wrap up for me.
Now, if I could arrange on the QT, understand, for the senior partners to grant you a leave of absence, would you take it?
Are you offering me a job?
Julia, I'm afraid I'll have to extract a promise of secrecy from you before we can go any further. This matter is very confidential, and no one else can be privy to what we're about to discuss.
All right.
Thank you. Certain reports have reached us in Sacramento about the prosecutor's office here.
Keith Timmons, yes. I can imagine.
Complaints, I should call them. You yourself lodged one back in 1986, right? When you were defending a client in a murder charge. I believe Mr. Capwell prosecuted the case, didn't he?
Right. I was under the impression that that evidence had been destroyed, but the complaint was not against Meyson.
Yes, I know. Suffice it to say that yours was not the first, nor was it the last allegation of criminal conduct against Mr. Timmons. The accusations range from sexual harassment all the way to embezzlement of public funds. Until now, Timmons has successfully stonewalled all attempts to investigate the charges. So we've decided it's time to play hardball with him. Do I have your interest so far?
Completely. Without reservation.
Good. We plan to proceed immediately, which, on your part, would entail...
Excuse me. I just need to, get a file that I left in here. Don't mind me. Can I get you two some coffee?
No, thanks.
No, thank you.
Well, sorry about the interruption.
Which on my part would entail what?
The action.
Oh, my God. What is this? This is the cake?
Yeah. It's not as big as it looks, though.
Oh, right. This looks like all the Rockettes can come out of there. Oh, God, the dresses are beautiful. Where did you get these? In a museum?
No. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Oh, one of your mom and dad. Together.
Yeah, that was a rare moment.
Take it didn't go so well?
For a while it did, and then finally my mom out of nowhere tells me that TJ's moving into the house.
Oh, no, you're kidding.
Oh, shoot. I gotta go. My mom's just hired this new maid, probably to bring caviar to TJ. And I kind of have to show around the house at 10 o'clock, so I gotta take off.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, she can have my room as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, come on. You're not thinking about moving out again, are you?
I don't know.
I thought you weren't going to take sides.
Hey, guys. Those pictures of the wedding?
Yo, pictures of the wedding.
Hey.
Have a look. Doesn't Cruzy look like Hamlet sometimes, doesn't he?
Hey, what does Hamlet look like?
Use your imagination.
Excuse me.
Oh, man, would you look at that?
Whoa, oh, my God.
Edie, if I didn't know you so well, I would invite you to join my fantasy life. Woo, woo.
Hey, did Ted leave?
What?
Oh, yeah. I got to get this.
Hey, ladies, you jog?
What?
Want to buy some socks?
No, no socks.
Go ahead, get blisters, get pneumonia. Hey, dude, want to buy some socks? 10 pairs for $5.
Socks?
What's the matter? Everybody here deaf?
Sounds like a pretty good price. What's wrong with them?
Nothing.
Let me see.
You buying or what?
I don't buy till I see. Oh, man. You steal those off of some guy's feet or what?
What do you want for $5? You can't spare a quarter for the laundromat?
You know, you'd be able to sell them for a lot more if you washed them yourself after you raided the locker room.
You calling me a thief?
Wait a minute. 10 pair, huh?
Yeah, they're a set. Take them all or don't take them at all.
How about 30 pair? One for each day of the month.
Give me half an hour.
Test your skill and knowledge. Who am I? Time's up. Burnham Wood, come to Dunsinane. Macbeth, Act 5.
Dry up.
Out, damn spot. Out, I say. Bartender, could I have some spot remover with a water back?
Hey, you know, you give drunks a bad name.
Au contraire, mon frère. I give drunks one of the most illustrious names in the state. You know what that is?
I got my own troubles.
Proof of identification. My driver's license. Don't leave home without it. It is, slightly expired, however. Everything has a season and an expiration date. Did you know that? You can wake up one day and find out that your time's run out. You walk, talk, you move among the living, but they can't see you. They can't hear you. They can't love you anymore. So they mourn you and tell glorious tales of your former exploits and past perfections. And you yourself cannot but shed a tear at the passing of one so young, so full of promise, so expired, and yet so lovely.
Here comes another fool.
Boy, am I sorry I'm so late. Well, the office has been swamped. I get in at 6 a.m. this morning to clear my desk to make time for a meeting with you, and oh, God, I don't know where the time went. I just lost track of the clock.
That's okay. Heck, we know what you on the local level are doing. I mean, with such limited resources.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's someone at the legislature pushing for a raise for us.
I'm sorry, not this year, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Election year, of course.
Yes, but I've certainly been watching your performance in office, and I must say I'm very...
Impressed?
Well, yes, that's certainly, but more sympathetic to your needs. After all, you have more than once requested additional funds, right? I mean, to meet what you have called unexpected administrative costs.
Well, I've always tried to muddle my way through, you know, and...
Of course. And it certainly does seem that Santa-Barbara has suffered more than its fair share of cases delayed in pre-trial or dismissed altogether for lack of evidence. And, of course, all those citizens' complaints.
Oh, every one of them. Nuisance complaints. Now, one of them proven.
Exactly. So let me tell you, what we're going to do is release some supplemental funding to help you clean up the backlog. That way you can put your best foot forward. How does that sound to you?
So if I'm not getting a raise, I'm getting a what?
Hello, Keith.
Julia, this is the Deputy Attorney General.
Yes, we've met.
Yes, I was just explaining to Mr. Timmons here. Mr. Timmons, I'd like you to meet your new Assistant District Attorney.
How do you tell when these guys are done? Oh.
More reliable than any timer.
Oh.
This is nice. This is very satisfying.
Yeah, well, I can see you're satisfied.
You know, I think no matter how you feel about it, the place you spent your childhood is always home.
Well, I'm gonna have to take your word on that one. Thing is how I never spent my childhood in any one place.
You know, I never think about this place when I'm not here. I have the feeling it thinks about me.
Now, don't go getting supernatural on me.
I know, I'm regressing by the minute. You know, it took me a long time to realize that you don't let people know that you think wolves have souls or that the rocks remember the people who slept on them. That's why I changed those things. I think it was about the same time I changed my drawl.
didn't change all those things.
Well, no, I didn't change all of them. But, you know, when I was in the Army, I didn't want people to think I was a hick. I didn't want them to call me a hick. You know, so I worked to get rid of the drawl, and I worked to change myself so I'd fit in. Now, why did I do that?
Here. You fit in here too, Кейн.
I don't know if my father would agree with you.
You know, you have this knack sometimes for making me feel so shallow.
No, don't say that.
Well, I mean, adapting is a way of life for me.
Well, no, I know.
It's an effort for you, but I do it automatically.
That's because you're so quick. You move fast. I'm slow like ox.
No, I mean, I'm not complaining about it. To tell you the truth, I've always liked that trait about me. But what color is, what color is a chameleon anyway? I mean, it depends on where you see it. And that's me. I learn so quickly what is expected of me, and I do it. It's a dangerous trait. Oh, that's enough of that one. Oh, I need to get into that anymore. Is it?
No. A little bit longer. You want to know my most dangerous trait? Or do you already know?
Wherever you are, there's never enough room. No. Whatever you look at, you always see the sky above it. And there's not enough money or love in the world to fill up that space. That's just my opinion, though.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Working. What does it look like?
No, I mean here in Santa Barbara.
I could ask you the same thing. If you're here about the job, you're a bit too late. It's already been taken. By guess who? You won't believe these people. They've got 4 maids, a butler, a chauffeur, and 2 cooks. They ought to turn this place into a shelter.
Do you know, is Ted home?
Ted who?
Well, Margo.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, you just must think I'm popping up everywhere today.
No, I'm glad. This is great.
Well, I just, I'm dropping by the pictures that you left at
Oh, well,
John's.
thank you. You didn't have to do that. I figured Pearl would hang on to these and pick them up when I came by again. Well, what, you want to hang out for a little bit? You want some drink?
Sure. Iced tea would be nice.
2 iced teas. How's that sound?
Sure, Miss Cameron.
Everything's going okay, right? I mean, you're finding your way around?
Everything's fine.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a very interesting job.
It's also very important not to get too physically close to the patients. You know,
Yeah.
they may be sick, but they're not pets, you know, so it's good to keep like a, respectful distance, basically.
No, I know I'm going to make a lot of mistakes.
Oh, no, you're not. You're going to do just fine. Don't listen to me. I'm just going off, that's all.
Well, thank you for dropping me off. I hope I didn't take up too much of your lunch hour.
No, believe me, I had to get out of that place. One more crisis,
Yeah, I know.
Victoria, what's this? So what's he doing showing up here?
I don't know, maybe Julia kicked him out.
So is that what he does? He just, like, ricochets between the 2 of you?
No, the cast of characters is a little bit large, but you get the idea. To hell with this. I'm not going to put up with it.
I didn't realize it was this bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how you put up with it for so long.
Julia Wainwright, please. It's Victoria Capwell. You know, the thing that scares me is I almost wanted to put up with this for life. Julia, hi. It's Victoria. Yeah, I hate to bother you at the office, but could you come over here and pick up Sir Galahad, please?
Where is he?
He's dead drunk on my sofa.
It's only noon.
Yeah, what can I say?
Victoria, I just saw him 2 hours ago. Did something happen?
Julia, since when did any of these things have to do with reality?
I am so tired of this.
You and me both.
I'll be right there.
So is she coming?
Yeah, she's on her way over. I certainly hope Julia knows what she's in for. You know, Mason's gonna keep on falling off cliffs as long as he knows there's a net underneath him.
What is he trying so hard to drown anyway?
Oh, the usual. Except Mason doesn't know it's usual because he doesn't like to associate with normal people. Maybe that's why he's such a lonely man.
How many are you drawing?
2.
How many are you drawing?
1.
Okay, then that means I draw 2. So I've got a full house, you've got a flush, and you've got 3 of a kind.
Milkshake!
That's what I'm showing you. I gotta pay for my lunch somehow.
Hey, Jerome, what do you do all day?
I'm doing it. What do you do all day?
Doesn't anybody know where you are?
Yeah, I'm a wanted man. The streets are crawling with police dogs looking for me. Hey, you got a car?
Yeah? Why?
Want to buy a car stereo?
I have never seen you look more content. You don't want this rain to stop, do you?
Well, I never found it hard finding excuses not to go face Pa.
Why? What was your father like?
I better not tell you. You might not want to go.
Was that bad?
It wasn't bad. He was hard. I mean, that's how people used to describe him. That Lucas Garver, he's a hard man.
Well, hard how? Hard to get along with?
Hard in every way. He was... You know, that's why I can't figure out why Caleb is still around, why he didn't get out. Because he took the brunt of it all. He was older. He took the brunt of the chores. He took the brunt of the whippings. That's if he was around, he took the brunt of the whippings. I remember one time, Pa horsewhipped him within an inch of his life. Caleb disappeared for a month. Thought he deserted me. It's probably what he thinks I've done to him. It's true.
Horsewhipped him?
Yeah, well, I know how it sounds. It wasn't that unpleasant. I mean, that's just the way it was. And it only went on until we were big enough to hit back. I'm shocking you, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Well, believe it or not, it wasn't a bad life. Still, I'm not sorry I left.
King, where was your mother in all this?
You know, I told you I couldn't understand why Caleb was still around. But I'm sure he stuck around because he didn't want to leave her alone with him. Why he stuck around after she died?
When did she die?
I don't know, I'm not sure. See, I was in the VA hospital. And I got a letter from Caleb, which is like the first and only letter I ever got from him. He'd sent it to my unit in Vietnam. And it had gone to hell and back again before I finally got it. I'll never forget the first line. I got something to tell you about Ma. I knew immediately that she was dead. See, she never would have allowed us to call her Ma. She said it sounded ignorant. So, I mean, he told me about the funeral and who was there, what the preacher said. But he didn't include a date. So, I mean, I sent him some money. But that was it. He thinks I'm dead.
I'm sure you had your reasons for not keeping in touch.
Well, how was I supposed to keep in touch? He doesn't write. You know, they don't have a phone. I'm sure they hated me because I deserted them. I cut out on them.
Why are you different? Why did you get out?
My mama used to whisper in my ear from 5 on that I gotta get out of here. I gotta make some of myself, make my mark on the world. I think she saw something in me that was like her, and she never had a chance. So anyway, I saw my opportunity, and me and a buddy, we went and enlisted in the Army. We had to lie about our age.
Did you ever think you'd come back here?
I've always been too ashamed that I never made my mark on the world. I mean, I didn't even scratch it. I might as well have just stayed around here.
How can you say that, huh? No. There are enough marks on the world. What there isn't enough of is people like you.
Congratulations! Here comes the bride!
my beautiful bride. I can hardly wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Oh, I wish my wedding had been half as beautiful as yours.
Oh, thank you. I'll probably never have one, but if I did, I'd like it to be just like yours.
Oh, sure you will.
I mean, Mason loves you very much.
Attention, everyone. Attention. There's a buffet out in the garden, and we would like you all to help yourselves and stay as long as you'd like.
Yeah. Stay as long as you want. Our home is your home.
Tina, congratulations. I'm telling you, never been so beautiful.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Great.
I only wish Haley were here to see this day. She'd be so proud. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How did I ever let you go? I must have been out of my mind.
Scott, I'm a married woman now, and you have your work.
How can you be so cruel? Don't you have any feelings left for me at all?
No, I don't. You have to get on with your life. You have to find your happiness elsewhere. You're gonna have to leave me alone. Please.
I'll have you yet, you she-devil.
Sometimes a woman has to be cruel to be kind.
Oh, darling, look, we got a telegram from Cruise in Eden. They say that they saw the clips of our wedding in the news in their honeymoon suite. We just wish that our wedding could have been as beautiful as yours.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I mean, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. I love you so much.
Oh, and I adore you.
Oh. Who could that be?
I'd like to bash that lady's brains in.
Who? What's the matter, darling?
Oh, don't start with me. Don't tell me they got to you, too.
Who? Who are you talking about?
The Deputy Attorney General and his henchwoman, that Julia Wainwright.
How'd your meeting go?
How'd my meeting go? I'll tell you how my meeting went. Julie is coming to work for me.
Oh, that's nice.
No, that's not nice. It's not nice at all. I can hire my own assistant DAs, thank you very much. Why would I want a woman who hates my guts running amok in my office?
To help you with all your work?
The only thing she's going to help me with is to send me right into oblivion. I mean, what do they think I am? They think I'm a fool or something? What is that? I mean, they want something. They know something. And when they find it out, they're going to kick my can right out of there. Or something worse. Oh. Looks like you and me, we're going to end up getting married in jail after all.
Thought you'd never get here.
I almost didn't.
Where were you? Having dinner with the governor?
No. The usual way of dealing with unruly drunks and trespassers is to call the police. That's why the rest of us pay for them.
No, the police are our friends. They bring you home when you get lost.
Is that how you got here? Julie, I found this on the floor. They probably saw the address and just dumped him off here.
I'd recommend changing your locks.
I've already called a super.
Well, shall we drink to Julia's good fortune? What are you now, Deputy Attorney General?
Is professional envy your excuse for doing this time?
Doing what this time?
Somewhere along the line, you got the idea that your drinking is cute. It's not. It's ugly. And I suppose I'm partly to blame because I admit I liked mothering you through an occasional tipsiness, but not anymore. Maybe I'm naive, but I don't think for you this is something that you can't control. I think you have complete control over it because I think you use it as a means, I think you use it as a way of keeping me in line, and I bitterly resent that. I will not be kept under its thumb. I refuse. I would do anything for you. You could come to me with any problem, and I will help you, but you come to me sober, or you don't come at all. Where's your car?
I don't know.
Good. Get up. Go to the door.
Open it.
Now what?
Keep walking. I don't care where you go, just go.
Don't go after him.
What if he doesn't have cab money?
Don't.
Hey, what time is it?
I don't know.
What are you remembering?
All of it.
Wake me up when the rain stops, okay?
Tonight, did Pat Robertson use ministry money improperly to further his political goals? The government is investigating. Join Tom Brokaw for NBC Nightly News.